Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, uh, Dynamics Cube Wizard. I would like to welcome everyone that has time, whether this is afternoon or morning, to join us to see the features of Dynamics AX version 6. That includes also this famous Wizard 2.0, the smartest self-service wizard on the market. So what is our agenda? Um, we'll have a look shortly about a few facts about our company. The main focus will be a Cube Wizard, and if you have some time, we'll be also putting up some Q&A session. If you have any questions, please put it into the question box, and we will answer this at the end of the session. Dynamics is a company responsible for development of Microsoft Dynamics AX and NAV. These two are business intelligence solutions for Microsoft Dynamics ERPs. Headquarters is in UK, and we have many reference around the world because we sell the software in all continents, in most countries. And the key proposition is a very robust corporate data warehouse with rich content and OLAP cubes that are accessed by Power BI or Excel. All this comes out of the box, standardized, with a very friendly pricing and with a combination of features that are not seen on the market, because our solution, the reference to AX, supports multiple AX version languages, currencies, databases. So it's not uncommon that we are joining version 2008, 9, and AX 2012, any of together into one data warehouse because of our scripts that support coexisting many different AX versions. This is a unique feature. So we are in business intelligence business, and there are more ways or approaches how to make user happy. The oldest one is data warehouse. There are different BI tools on the market. Microsoft has released view-based cubes, and lately it's very popular also Power BI. So before I continue, I would like to ask you to post a poll. Okay, 80% are for Power BI and 20% for other BI tools. We have place to improve. Now the second question is, what is your profile? Okay, so your profile 75% is IT professional and 25% is business. Okay, good, thank you. Now, Dynamics approach is unique because we are using Microsoft stack of technology, as our solution is based on database engine, Microsoft. We create data warehouse and OLAP cubes, but that part is quite static in terms of features, customization, and flexibility. So the wizard extends this functionality, and Power BI extends the functionality of data warehouse and the wizard in a modeling sense and in a way of front end of functionalities. So the biggest differentiator in Wizard compared to other tools is that Wizard is completely designed and based around AX AOT, and it's a very intuitive and very powerful, and in the shortest time it gives maximum features and flexibility not seen on the market. And for using Wizard, we will see you do not need to know SQL. It's more important to know AX. So let's see what Wizard is offering and how it works. Now, this is one instance where I initially selected a sales cube, and Wizard can extend functionality by adding additional facts to existing cube or creating new facts. So I will create retail analysis, and I will create a new fact. I will add a fact to retail analysis. The base is AX 2012 R3, retail transactions. And here we start. We start adding transactional table that will be based for our fact. So let's start with retail transaction table. This is the first one that we need for. So we have a list of 6,700 tables, and now we should know whether this is all what we need, or are there also some other tables that we would like to join into the fact. So for that reason, we have a show related table button, and this button tells us if any of these two tables are related in AOT, then we have it. So in our case, there are many, but we need this here. What we see also here is that immediately we are getting table relations, and especially when there are more or bigger transactional table, they are related with more conditions. And in our case, we'll keep the first set of conditions on the relation and remove this one. Only one is allowed to be kept, otherwise have an error. Now we say, what will we do now? We say, okay, for this transactional table, fact, measure group, whatever we call, we'll have two AX tables. So you need to know which two. Okay, now we go to the select field step, where we will add some fields available. Total, we have 217 fields, and we'll just see what we need. And we start with a date. So we'll take a date. Then let's see what else we have here. Created by, for example. We can also do for receipt ID. Okay, this will be also another dimension. And let's see what we can take from sales. These are transaction where we keep a lot of measures. So we say custom amount, cost amount, discount amount. Let's just keep total discount amount. I think this one. And we can set net amount with TX. So if you want to see if there is also some amount here, we can just add this. Yes, and this one is a gross amount. This is on header table, retail transaction table. Okay, this is good. So what else would you like to add here? Let's just see if there are some other fields that we would like to select. We may be happy with just first round doing the fields. We selected 9 fields, that's okay. Now, based on the step 3 and selected fields, we'll be adding dimensions. So the first dimension from field will be receipt. Dimension name should be receipt. Okay, dimension receipt. Then this will be a date dimension and a created by dimension. We don't have any enums here. And suddenly the list of related tables and available dimensions if we select any of these. So what are these tables? These tables are in relation to our transactional table, and it's also available as a condition how the transactional table and the offer dimension would be linked. So in our case, this is a very good choice because the whole table gives us much more information than if we select a dimension from field or from enum. So we are happy to use this. And what we are going to do is to add a customer. So we will say a customer will be hooked to existing customer table. And we will add condition where customer number will be customer account, something like that. Customer count, let's see. Start again from the top. We can also try like this. Okay, we have it. So this is good. We have selected customer. We will be selecting item. Inventory table, same. These are the table dimensions that are available from standard framework. We selected sales cube. So let's just, now we have to pick up this from transactional table, and this is item ID. Okay. If we would like to pick up store, we will go to retail channel and create a dimension based on that. So let me see where the retail channel is. Voila, this one. So we just delete this and set good. Let's select this table here. So we selected 6 tables, fine. And in this space, we have gross amount, cost amount, sales amount, discounts. Let's put the discounts into a discount folder. And also this guy here. And we will reverse sign for discount, gross amount, net amount, total discount. We should put also the quantity. And just go back and select also the quantity. Okay, have it. We have a quantity because it's a sales quantity, must be there. The names that we are looking is a gross amount, this is fine. Discount amount, cash discount amount, this is fine. A cost amount, net amount, it's a net amount, it's okay. Quantity, it's quantity, good. Now we will do also, we will add extended measures as a year-to-date for last periods and for rolling sales. Here, we can also create additional measure. We will call this measure profit. And this will be a T-SQL statement where I will take retail transaction sales, net amount, and subtract this cost amount. I have it here in my notepad ready so that I don't make a typo. It's like this. So this is most of the T-SQL that you need to know. It's not really very hard. I apply this, and the nice is that also extended measures can be used in extended, that also custom measures can be extended in this area. So actually, what do we do now? We save the solution, generate script, and do the deployment process job. While a solution are being deployed and processed, we will have a look. Now this is saying that the warehouse is there. Do you want to override? I said yes. So what we'll have a look into is what is going on. So we created scripts, and the scripts go into the folders that are a part of the BF4 Dynamics instance. And 3, 4, 5, I could say, are most important. And let's have a look. So this is a dimension folder where this script will create a table. Okay. This is not much. Load view, create view, 3 fields only, and load procedure, not much. And we can add as many fields to the retail channel as we want. Sometimes dimension have like 30, 50, even 100 attributes, hierarchies. It will be all created from a data warehouse part. This is still deploying. This is done. So let's go after the processing. BI has to first deploy data and then process data. Now in the fact area, this is the name of the cube. And among the script, this one is important one. So actually, what's about here? Let me just explain a little this script here. BI for Dynamics works in 2 modes. A part of Wizard is using placeholders. This is a placeholder for select statement. So placeholder begin, placeholder end for a select view. And whenever a new request from user interface from Wizard Wizard will add additional field into this section here. Add additional related table here, add where condition inside. So Wizard will be injecting SQL scripts in specific placeholders. So wherever we are writing our code, we can do this just to keep the rule, it must be outside. So if we make a condition so that transactions only of one type are inalienable to be here, then we should write a script here. And that's how Wizard work. And then there is in the folder 5, we have also XMLs, and these are sent to analysis database engine, SSAS. This is a cube and 3 additional dimensions we have. The whole solution that we have created is saved in a folder 6. And this is actually my project, the cube dimensions. And if I want to recreate or give it to someone, all I have to do is to send the file, 48 kilobyte right now. And if someone would expand this file and put the results into the folder 6, on opening the Wizard section, he will see all the connections, all the selected measures, dimensions, extended measures, custom measures, and everything. And based on this, a user will be able to create new scripts. So it's really very powerful and simple. While this is working, let's prepare our Excel. We'll open a new Excel here. Okay, and we'll connect to SQL Server. It's a local host, and we have a live webinar, but the cubes are not processed yet. But we are just almost there. This is a small database. This is a demo Contoso database using US retail company, and this company has data for 2011 and 2012. This is what we are going to analyze. So this was a backup of our solution. Now we have it, and this is a retail analysis that we just created. So what do we have? Twice net amount. It's funny. So we have a gross amount, net amount. We have customer amount, cost amount, profit, quantity, and the discounts are here. Okay. And we can bring in a date like this, expand it. Okay. This is one. If we copy this and see, for example, this year to date. So we have net sales year to date, cumulative, last year, index, variance, percentages. You see, this is what we did with the this is a bucket of dimensions that were created by selecting extended measure option. And we have rolling 3, 6, 12, or last period, current, last few. Let me just see this here. Okay, so it's very powerful. Let's see what else do we have. And the field list, keep this away. Net amount and find unsigned dimensions. Customer by customer group. There is something. Okay. And we can add also by items, product group, item group. Okay. Have that part here. Nice. And receipt ID. This is it. Retail channel. We have rack ID, and we can extend the functionality by selecting any of the fields. Let's do first this. So I go back to wizard and say, hey, this dimension is really not something. It's just a record reference. It's not much. Don't worry. You just go into the wizard part with manage dimension, just like manage cube, and this will extend the functionality as we want. So the base table is channel table, and what we want to add, it's possible. Just go next. We'll not add additional bar. So let's say that inventory location will be there. Channel type, retail, online. What else do we have? Store area, it's not there. Is it something like with name? No. Store? No. We should have a look closer to add some additional functionality that would make sense for our analysis. And let's add something with the display text. The pricing is per text, and relation type, it's not important. So what we have here are additional information, and the rack ID we don't need to do visible anymore. We save and generate scripts that will be deployed later. But we want to also update our cube, and in the retail, we would like to add some additional fields into existing transactional fact, sales transaction fact. So actually we will add another table, oops, not this one, but another related table, and this one would be a retail statement table. Actually we need this one, because once we select this table, then what we need to get stuff, and the stuff is related to the statement table. See? So this is where we will give a retail stuff, and yeah, it's a funny condition, but this is what it comes from AOT, so we don't bother much about this part. And we see some other fields that we would like to add. So I'm going up and down the wizard, and I know that there are quite a few fields in this transactional table related to true false, good for analysis. And is it a gift card, true false? Is it status? We need this status. Correct line, item scanned. Do we have like what item was discounted? What else do we have? price has been changed, prices has been in the barcode, and so and more. What we will do here, I'll just show you this example, that once selected a set of fields, okay, I didn't hit next, we have this in enum. I prefer to put a name is and select it so that all dimensions will be grouped nicely, because if you have 5 dimensions, then it's easy. But just say when you have 30, 40 dimensions, then naming can be extremely important. So is line was discounted, but regardless, just keep it like this. And inventory sales status and is gift card like this. Okay, something from here not, and we can generate script. So I'll just go back here because I noticed that we have twice need sales. So obviously, what is this? Need amount including tax. Now this is differentiator. We should not have twice the same name. Okay. We will generate scripts for this, and we will add another fact. We will say retail payments, where we start with payment, something with the payment, retail. Let's see what we have. We have to know that we start with the right table. Retail transactional payment, and add a table, and we will not take at this point any other, just to show. So what do we have? Modify quantity of payments, some amounts, okay, amount currency, tendered, then we will something with tenders. Some enums are really very good. Tender type, transaction date, terminal, statement ID. Okay, let's just go with this. And we can see you can add loyalty card if we want. We can add channel table, and in this case it will be existing one because we deployed it already before. So the channel table that we have will be deployed just right here on something with the channel. You can search like this. Okay, so we created this, and we have anything here? Tender type, yes. Date, yes. Terminal, yes. Statement ID. And we already have a statement ID. So let's say payment statement ID, just to be sure, and modified by. Enums custom we will not use in this point. And quantity, we'll just say number of payments. Okay. Good. Actually, we should also put a name here, number of payments, because this is what you see through a user interview through Excel. Now we save and generate scripts and deploy and process. Now at this point we will not be waiting for the whole deployment process. We'll just have a look what we already have in a prepared demo case. We have 5 facts: sales transaction, payments, voided enters, loyalty, payment counts. Only in these we have selected about 50 fields. It may take you, let's say, 2 or 3 hours to do this. So these are the tables, and 3 tables we have, and just have a look which see 54 fields, 18 are based for measures, 36 for dimensions. It's quite crowded, and the end result for this is this Excel. It'll be very similar to our demo Excel that is in the process. Now here we have the measures in sales transaction. Okay, we created also the profit percentage or discount percentage. We can do this on a cube level as a calculated MDX measure. Our solution works with the calendar and fiscal setup day in the same system, both. So we see July starting a year, and year-to-date measures that we created for net sales profit quantity. See are there, it's working. Multi-measure tool is available. This is a special dimension, multi-measure tool aggregation and comparison, where just by changing a base measure, it creates all the variances of time intelligence variances for it. So we are in the sales transaction and replacing quantity for profit, for example. So now we're looking into the current year-to-date, previous, and all these numbers are the reference to the profit. We have item because we hooked item to the fact, store, inventory, store location, terminal, different statuses, customers. Not everywhere the data are, so we have 6 is scaled, is correct, and so on, but actually not much variation. The payment fact, we have a payment by store, by timber type, average payment, loyalty cards and loyalty information. It's promising, but not much data. How many points we have been awarded, which customer, when they will expire, and loyalty status type, level, and so on and so on. A lot of information available, but demo data doesn't know us a lot. And this is avoided transaction because you also analyzing the retail transaction where you did something wrong and you avoid it. So for that reason, it's suggested that we put this into a separate fact. It's this is it. This is what we can do in a very short time with the wizard. And yes, we need to know some SQL, but actually it's much more important that we know AX. Now, let's go back to our PowerPoint. Wizard, are you enchanted now? I would say so. So how to get Wizard? Wizard is free for existing customers that are on enhancement and for new customers in 2017. We don't commit ourselves any further, and it is just not available for any other option. It's very clear and simple. Who can use Wizard? If you are new to BI and you know AX, then this can be a good starting point. Otherwise, the BI and SQL consultants and developers will be using this either to create a vertical solution, custom development, or a framework where most of the work will be done with Wizard and some additional functionality will be done in T-SQL. Then I would like to thank you everyone for today's webinar. And if you have any other questions, drop me an email at mj@bfordynamics.com. Otherwise,